Hello to all my successful, unique, and innovative friends, and welcome to day 7. Now, it's entitled this. I should charge just for this because the level of information that we're going to be giving out on this day. I mean, this is probably going to be a double portion for you guys. Instead of 10-20 minutes in 2-part video, it might even be 30 minutes, but we have a ton of value to give to you guys. Okay, this is the final countdown. Alright, this is for building long-term success. Keys to success for the long term, okay? And the key to success for that is leadership skills. We're going to get deep into that, ladies and gentlemen. Deep into that. And I'm not going to send you away with just theories and principles. You know, I'm going to send you away with real, factual, experience, tested information that I'm handing to you guys. And this is going to be an outline how to structure your business by peeking behind the scenes of my organization, which is the actual organization we're with, okay, the Marketing Alliance Group. Now, the value of this is really close to $100,000 in years and training and money spent, all right, and plus the price of, you know, starting something up and running it and hitting a dead end, and then all of that time and all of those resources and all of those people you go through to do something like that. The value of that is just that I'm saving you guys from. It's just astronomical. Okay, so this is all what we have coming. Now let's start off with through the marketing funnel. Okay, we're gonna start beginning to end, how you set up your marketing funnel and how you start showing what you have to offer to the world. First step is to automate the back end. Alright, this is what we take you through in this first email that we have. First, we give you the traits of a leader, then the keys to success, both of those training series, and then we take you on how to complete your back end and how to start marketing that back end. But the first step is to automate the back end, and you should, what I've always been recommending is plug into a system, which we have here at the Marketing Alliance Group. I mean, literally, if I were to tell you the years it took to come to this, and experience and the money and the people you network and the people who help you out and the people who charge you $10,000 for a coaching session and all of that you have to go through to get to this point, it would be much better if you plug into the system from day one. Alright, this comes with not video outlines, but actual videos, emails, web copies, coaching, etc. It comes with all of that, and it's on a perpetual basis. Alright, so once you set up your back end, this is where people go in to be marketed to once they have that initial contact with you. Once they opt for more, this is where the back end is set in place to automatically guide people through the process, the sales process. You know, guide them through all the offers we have and guide them through the business model we have and set that up. It guides them through from start to finish. All right, so it's important to set this in place and to have this in place from day one, so you won't have to worry about any errors or mistakes being back there once you're sending a tremendous amount of people on a daily basis to this back end. Which brings us to the second part, which is positioning. And you want to blanket the internet, as we talked about. Be everywhere. The more people are in contact with you, the more likely they're going to take action on what you have to offer when they keep seeing you. And continually test and recalibrate so you can get that perfect, that optimal solution as far as with your not only your traffic generation but your traffic conversion. Alright. Next is the managing the contacts, which we talked about, the relationship building. You want to get into that value adding mode on this, and this is how we've crafted our emails at the Marketing Alliance Group. And then next is the business partnering. Alright, this is the development stage, and the way I got semi-automated is because at a certain level of partnership with the Marketing Alliance Group, it requires that personal attention, but it's not a big group of people. It's a small, intimate group of people, no more than 12, you know, that you build a relationship with, that you do business with, and how we position you with these people, all right, to know them and partner with them and develop them as well as yourself on a personal basis. All right, so it's not that you're going to have 100 phone calls a day. All right, it's not that you're going to have to deal with 1,000 people. You know, it's dealing with a small, intimate group of people and letting the system do most of the heavy lifting for you guys. Okay, so that's the whole entire marketing funnel. Let's rewind through it. Automate the back end, then start positioning yourself, which is the marketing and promotion. Then start managing your contacts once people start to come into contact with you. You know, that value adding communication as well as the value adding recommendations, which we already have set up for you guys. And then the ultimate level, which is the business partnering. We have a step-by-step outline, actually video outline of this process, and then the development takes place as semi-automated. Alright, now it's leadership time, ladies and gentlemen. Leadership, because you have to develop your leadership skills. That's the long-term key to success, okay? Alright, what I mean by the wagon example here that I got written down, which means anybody can make a bunch of noise. Alright, just like you got a wagon with nothing in it, you're dragging it down the street, it's making a bunch of noise, it's drawing a lot of attention. Anybody can do that. But once people gather around that wagon with nothing in it and realize there's nothing to it, then they're going to leave, alright? So this is where leadership skills comes into play. You have to have something in the wagon to keep people's attention. Alright, when you make the noise to draw them over there, something has to be different about you that keeps them. And personal development is a must to do this. Alright, because it's directly correlated with what you give out, is directly correlated with the type of people you're going to draw towards you, okay? So that's why it's important to stay with the books. You know, get on the calls that we have, the seminars, the webinars, the trainings, the events, etc. Anytime you can put personal development into your schedule, that's a great investment. It's a great investment, but too much of it isn't a great investment, because you're going to be learning a lot more than what you're doing. You want to have that right ratio of learning and doing, okay? Because doing is what gets you the results. Learning is what help intensifies the results. It helps. It's just like throwing gasoline on a fire. It just helps just enrage the fire. It makes it grow wilder and more out of control. Okay, this is what personal development does to your results. It just explodes it. Alright, but you have to be doing something. Alright, and this is a people business. Alright, just remember that. This is a people business. So you want to make sure in all of your business transactions you're not slothful and there's no pride in there. Pride meaning you're just over exaggerating your abilities. Always take the humble road. That's the honorable road, and that's the road that'll get you the best results. Trust me, guys. I've been on both sides of the tracks, and I can tell you, you know, don't overestimate yourself. Please don't. Alright, and don't be slothful about things. Be timely in all of your well, not just business. It's nice to do that in all aspects of your life, but be timely in business. This is what we're talking about here. Business and dealing with people. Be timely, punctual. You know, when you say you're going to do something, do it. When you say you're going to meet with somebody for 30 minutes, make it 30 minutes. Don't meet with them for 2.5 hours. I've been through something like that. You know, hey, come see a 30-minute presentation, and I'm there all night. And then of course, they got the training after the presentation, and then they got the after party and all of this stuff. And be punctual with people, okay? All right, next, people. This is a real nugget right here. True developed leaders are very, very rare. And what do I mean by that? People who've already let's see how we mean this. What I mean by this is people who don't need a lot of work are very, very rare. All right, anytime somebody comes into a system, all right, just assume that, you know, they're going to need a lot of work. They're going to need a lot of development. Well, with any there, and then you have to be able to see their learning curve. Okay, how do they learn? How do they pick up things? You know, how do they move along? So all of this has to be analyzed when you're dealing with people, and just realize that, you know, somebody's not just going to come in and just fit in the mold and everything be perfect. Okay, it's very rare that you have somebody extremely developed. You know, we're a precious commodity out here. All right, you know, once you've developed into a strong leader, that's rarer than blue diamonds. It's extremely rare. The majority of people are used to working for someone. You also have to keep this in mind. So you know, people are going to be used to that manager standing over their shoulder and telling them what to do and checking up on them and making sure they're following all the steps. So you have to remember that. Don't get mad at some people when you gotta be their manager for a short period of time until they get the picture. You know, this is all a part of being a leader. You have to do some things that you don't necessarily like or you don't necessarily feel are necessary, but you have to do it. All right. And people don't hear what you tell them. People hear what you keep telling them. All right.